The new and second golden cross for Bitcoin we have been talking about before is going to fire up tomorrow, most probably. We will exactly talk about the price targets, the impact of the golden cross being fired up tomorrow, most probably, on the Bitcoin price in the short and midterm. We will talk exactly about that. We will also talk about Alessio Rastani's video yesterday and his prediction of the Bitcoin price going to 4,500, 5,000, 6,000 in these areas, and we will bring it in alignment to today's content with the golden cross, most probably going to fire up tomorrow. We will also talk about the Bank of China. We will talk about China, the impact of the news you heard about, that they were publishing a very bullish article. We will talk about all of that. If you already think that sounds interesting, guys, make sure you take a seat. Make sure you smash up the like button right now. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris. And as always, guys, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. So, first of all, we have been talking about that before on our channel a few weeks back. The golden cross of Bitcoin, the second golden cross. We had one right here on the daily chart. This is the second one on the 3 days chart. And why is it that we are saying that it is going to fire up tomorrow? Well, easy as that. That's not the point of the video, but we will explain it very quickly. We have the 3-day chart and it is calculated each and every candle out of the last 3 days. So the next one will start tomorrow. And with the 50-day period, the 50 period moving average increasing very rapidly with a speed of 120 US dollars per period, thus 40 US dollars per day approximately, and the 200 period moving average declining by approximately 30 US dollars per period, would lead to us crossing over right here, and that would mean that we will have the second golden cross we have been waiting on our channel for a long time. What does that mean? Does that mean, oh right, we have a golden cross, the Bitcoin price is going to fire up to the roof, to the moon? Most probably not. Nevertheless, we have very bullish news for you guys, even though it is not very short-term bullish news, but we want to talk about the exact price targets we are looking out right now. And it will be very interesting to compare it also to what Alessio said. So make sure you stay here and you smash up the like button. So we want to start first of all, we want to start with the golden cross here in 2016. We have been talking about that before. And as you can see, obviously it is a little bit different. The mechanics are working differently rather than the mechanics of the daily golden cross we have seen before. Right here, you do not get a exact signal when the price is going up. But what we have here, and this is the most important mechanic, is the 50 period moving average. Once we go above the 200 period moving average, acting as significant resistance support throughout the whole bull market, and we never really go below that price, no matter what happens, no matter how fearful the people are. Here we had China news. Okay, the prices are going down like crazy. Actually, I think the China news were here. We always find significant support with that 50 period moving average. So the answer to the question, will the price go through the roof right tomorrow? Hopefully, but probably not. And the reason is that this is not giving us an exact signal of the price going up. What it is giving to us is that we are finally, wow, like the destiny is bringing us back to the XRP chart. Let's go back here. What it is telling us is that once we go above the 200 period moving average, which will probably be tomorrow, we will have a potential support. The strongest support actually in Bitcoin history is that 50 period moving average on the 3-day. We also have in the bull market the 21 weekly and some other significant support levels, but this one is actually really strong. So once that happens, we will have a potential support rising by in a very fast manner throughout the bull market, and the longer we retrace and the longer we go sideways, the potential low gets actually higher and higher, with every 3 days passing. So that's a very bullish news. And in our opinion, still, we were talking about that. Go back to the video on our channel. We exactly said that it is very likely that we retrace. We actually thought that we will retrace a little bit lower to the time of today. We didn't, but that means that we can still retrace lower since this support line here is increasing like that. And now we have a very apocalyptic scenario here from Alessio Rastani. That was only the update on the golden cross we were talking about before. We still stick to that. It is exactly happening like we expected. It is just not as dramatic as we expected it. We thought it will go to the 8,500 level a little faster, but we already met like 9,100, guys. So come on. Nevertheless, Alessio Rastani was bringing up something. He was talking about 3 different scenarios. He was talking about the bullish scenario everyone is talking about, and then there is a bearish scenario of us still being in a bear market, find lower lows, and then there is the wildcard scenario. And he was referring in the end, in the majority part of the video, to the wildcard scenario. First of all, we really value Alessio Rastani. We think he's pushing good content, and he is a very intelligent and knowledgeable guy. This time we do not agree with him, because what he was saying is that it is usually good being a contrarian, and right now everyone is thinking and saying that we are going to 8,500, that we are in a bullish scenario, that the bull market is going to continue very soon, and that the most wise thing would be to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing, to be a contrarian. We will tell you right now what we are doing in a bull market is not the opposite of what everyone else is doing. We are doing the exact same thing what everyone else is doing. We are just doing it beforehand. You want to do exactly the same of what everyone is doing. You want to do it before everyone is doing it. So within a bull market, we have a bullish bias. We buy the dips, okay? Within a bear market, we sell the rallies. In a bear market, you have a bearish bias, you sell the rallies. In a bull market, if we agree upon that this is a bull market, you want to buy the dips. You want to cost average nibble down in the dips. And being a contrarian in a bull market can take the whole money away from you. It can just rob you completely. It is extremely dangerous being a strict contrarian. Again, Alessio is great, and he is not saying that he is a contrarian and he is staying out of the market until we reach $4,500. But we want to make that very clear here. If you agree upon the point and you need your own trading plan that we are in a bull market, then you should implement a bullish bias. This is no financial advice. You should implement a bullish bias and try to buy the dips. And while we were going down right here, we were already taking away the most amount of money from the most amount of people, because the most amount of people in the micro perspective were joining here on the top. So we were already taking away the money from those guys, and only the real guys, the real deals, us, the moon boys, were here already beforehand. So this is exactly how the mechanics work, and this is exactly still in place. And we do not think that the wildcat scenario is a very likely scenario, even though it's the opposite of what everyone is thinking. We are still thinking that we are in this kind of trajectory. We are not saying that 8,500 is already going to be hit. Maybe this was already the bottom. We had 34% retracement. Maybe we will go lower. We still stick to that 8,500 or at least 8,300 is a level we will most likely not go below. This is our exact opinion. Let us know what you think about it. Did you see Alessio's video? Do you agree to the wildcard scenario? Do you agree a little bit more to that scenario here with the 200-week moving average, with us being in a bull market and also approaching maybe higher highs before the halvening throughout our front-running theory? Let us know what you think about that. And now, guys, very important, guys, please stay here. This news, you heard about it, but we want to add something very important, guys. It is really, we want to highly incentivize you to stay here, because this China news are mind-blowing, and we will tell you exactly also the impact on the Bitcoin price. Before we do so, we want to come back to something important. As you know, just for a few seconds, we have onboarded Resistance as a long-term sponsor and supporter of our channel. That disclosed, and that being said, we want to share some really important news and updates from them before we go into the interesting news. So What they are doing is they have recently announced their IEO. A lot of people were already waiting for that. And you have an article. We will share the article further lower in our description. And we will also share the link of their website in the description. You see that they will release in 2 days the mainnet. They will release the desktop wallet, the CPU miner, and this is very important for them, the proof of research on mainnet, and it is restpool.io, where you can actually, through proof of research, mine the coins. They will also release the miner, the CPU miner, where you can, through proof of work, mine the coins. And very important, maybe for the most of people out there listening to that right now, is that the first round of the IEO, all of them will be a Dutch auction, but it will start on the 2nd of August. And that's the most interesting thing. It will be on their own platform. We were a little bit critical towards it because you want to have a lot of users onboarded and stuff. But actually, this is where we should be going to. You shouldn't make exchanges like Binance or Huobi richer and richer and richer. I think what they are trying to do right here, doing it on their own platform, we were very critical towards it. But from a narrative point of view and from the point of view why we are here in crypto space, it is actually a very good idea. So let's see how it goes. And if you want to take part there on the 31st of July, you can actually start with your KYC. And if you want to take part, make your own research, you should do it on the 31st because the KYC also takes some time. We will leave all the links for the mainnet, for the rest pool. You can see they are pushing some work right here in the description down below. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you make your own research. And that being said, guys, good luck and have fun. Let's go on with the China news. Before we go into the China news, you heard about China releasing that very bullish article on Bitcoin, educating their population. First of all, we want to say that we are not the only ones looking at China. It's also Donald Trump.
China, 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 China. China.
Well, we won't play the whole thing here, but actually the whole world is looking, the whole crypto and Bitcoin world is looking at China right now because they have been releasing a very bullish article on Bitcoin. And the reason why they are doing that, and this is only coming from our own mind, they are obviously trying to educate their population. But why are they trying to educate their population? Most of you guys won't believe us, but the Chinese government is actually taking care of their population. The reason why they banned Bitcoin was maybe some opportunistic reasons, but also to protect their own their own population. I mean, also America was excluding and forbidding people to take part at ICOs, at most of the ICOs out there. And China was also doing that. And the reason why these governments are doing it is mainly, not the only reason, but mainly to protect their own population. And this educating their own population might be the first step of bringing Bitcoin back, legalizing it back into their financial system. As you remember, the trading volume on the Chinese yuan back in the days took the majority of the cake of the whole Bitcoin market. And you can see that the blue lines here show you the in 2017, 16 and 17, the trading volume in China for Bitcoin. And after it was forbidden, it was going until November 2017 to zero. And just imagine what happens when the trading of Bitcoin in China gets allowed again and we get all this crazy volume back. I mean, Chinese people are trading regardless, but it is most certainly only 10 or 20% of the potential of people trading, because right now the people have to go on other exchanges, use like very fancy VPNs and so on. So once this happens, that might be a major boost for Bitcoin, not only price-wise, also adoption-wise, because it is a very nice signal to the world. So let us know what you think about that news, about the China news. What do you think about the potential for the Bitcoin price regarding the China news? And also, what do you think about the wildcard scenario of Alessio Rastani, and what do you think about the Golden Cross maybe firing up tomorrow? Let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure you smash up the like button, you comment on that video, and also, guys, very important, Most of you guys already know we have a collaboration going on with Bybit. You get for 60 seconds of your time $60 by clicking our link and depositing. You get $60 free, completely free for 60 seconds of your time. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching it. The link is actually in the pinned comment. We will see each other in the next episode of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, a Bybit tutorial is popping up right here. And as always, guys, bye-bye.